There have been a lot of developments over the last 24 hours. I don't know if it's even 24 hours. Yeah, 24 hours or more regarding the 59 Haitian orphans and their Haitian caregivers. That has given me more reason to pause and question what is really going on. Yesterday, we interviewed on this program the administrative director of the nonprofit organization Haiti Children, Cheryl Ritchie. And during that time, for our listeners who are just hearing about this matter for the first time, we spoke to her and she mentioned allegations about the mustard seed community that has been caring for the children here in Jamaica. She accused Mustard Seed of employing or refusing to allow the Haitian orphans to get access to potentially life-saving surgery, and allegations that Mustard Seed refused over a period of 19 days to allow malnourished children to access critical medical care. Mustard Seed, by yesterday afternoon, came on our afternoon program, Nationwide at 5, dismissed those claims as false, telling us on our afternoon program that they've never refused any child medical care. And Mustard Seed explained that every time, except on one occasion, when Haiti Children sent an ambulance and doctors to take the children for specialist care, the children have been released. Every occasion except once, the children have been released for that specialist care that they needed. And that one occasion that they spoke to that the child was not released was because an ambulance came with 4 men who had no proper documentation to take a 14-year-old boy from St. Anne to Kingston for care. They reiterated, too, that the orphans came to Jamaica malnourished, and Mustard Seed has been working over the period to nurse them back to proper health. For a lot of people, from yesterday morning, they had found the allegations, you used the word, George, extraordinary. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people in our YouTube, in conversations subsequent to our interview, have used that word. We saw YouTubers saying the allegations were incredible because of the history of Mustard Seed, and a case like that having never been brought about mistreatment of children in their care. Many of them who have similar ailments to the children from Haiti, who Mustard Seed spent 8 months trying to get them here. But the two developments that has given me reason to really question this morning what is going on is, number one, 10 of the 16 caregivers being reported as missing yesterday, and two and most shocking reports this morning that one of the orphans is also missing. Yeah, a report that one of the orphans is also missing. A report overnight from the Gleaner says one of the 59 orphans cannot be found. And this has been from around May. Because according to the report, this is what it said. On the Monday morning, one of the individuals who came as caregivers and one of the 10 who are missing took the child to the hospital in Kingston. He was sent back and told to return the following day. He was seen on the Tuesday, the day before the Wednesday, based on the appointment Mustard Seed Community made. He was admitted and surgery was performed sometime during the Labor Day, that's May 23 holiday week. He has been released, but not to the Mustard Seed Community. That's according to Father Garvin, who oversees operations there in St. Anne, where the orphans are. According to him, Mustard Seed Community has reported the matter to the police, and protocols have been established with the local health facilities. Currently, 3 children are in hospital, and an attempt was made to have another Haitian child released, but not to the Mustard Seed Community. So he says we have had to shut down that and let the hospitals know what to do. Plus, no child from the Mustard Seed Community facilities is to be released to individuals who are not properly identified and without authorization from us, Father Garvin outlined to the Gleaner. So, where is this child? And the Gleaner is reporting that the child who is reportedly missing is a child with severe hydrocephalus. And I had to go and Google this, George, because I never quite understood the condition as well. And I'll tell our listeners and YouTubers this morning that the condition hydrocephalus is a neurological disorder caused by an abnormal buildup of cerebrospinal fluid in the ventricles, the cavities deep within the brain. So after Googling that and thinking about the interview we had yesterday, I questioned if this is the child who Miss Ritchie, Cheryl Ritchie, who spoke with us yesterday, was telling us about, the child that needed brain surgery. And if so, again, where has that child gone? None of this was mentioned yesterday when we interviewed her. She also didn't disclose to us last evening, and I say last evening because our producer spoke with Miss Ritchie last evening after hearing the developments about the missing caregivers. She didn't mention anything about a boy not being in Mustard Seed's care or the whereabouts of that child. What she did tell us is that the 10 caregivers are not missing. That's her version of the story. She told our producer that they're simply not on shift. Now, according to her, the caregivers work in a week off, week on schedule. And here's what she said. I'll read it verbatim. It was those listed on second shift that went off-site the day they went with permission, and they returned for their shifts and are on-site now. She mentions Marie Dornzeville is the Haiti children's nurse, one of the group members that went off-site, and she's back on the grounds of Mustard Seed with the rest of her group working right now. Nobody went missing. It seems Mustard Seed, particularly MS Nardia, Mustard Seed staff member, had started drafting up her own shift schedules, which had contradicted Christo Remain's shift schedules for the Haiti staff, which he was always in charge of. To stop any confusion, it's no problem to work together to create a new, mutually agreeable shift pattern. But those are the two groups, and the persons that he says are missing that left that day are on MS grounds. That's Mustard Seed grounds right now. But this is all strange still, because why would Mustard Seed report the matter to PICA if it was properly arranged that the caregivers would be working on shifts? And why would Mustard Seed lighten the matter as the caregivers absconding? So something is not right in the tone of Denmark on this matter. And I think, George, there is no need for all the parties to come back to the table and clear up whatever miscommunications is happening with the arrangements. And clearly for the probe now to be intensified into finding that missing child, because the communication is that all of the persons who were doing the on-off and on shift or whatnot are back on the grounds. So what about this 14-year-old boy? Where is that child? Yeah, where is that child? So that's where it's at this morning. Those are the two developments. Reports yesterday that 10 of the caregivers were missing. Mustard Seed said they had reported the matter to PICA, but Haiti Children is saying there's no missing caregivers. The caregivers were working on shifts.
That makes sense to you.
It's not making, that's what I'm saying, it's not adding up. Something is just not, it doesn't make sense. Yeah? And where is that child? That's my major concern. Where is that child?
And it's not a normal child, normal healthy child who can run up and down, move
and just
itself.
move off by themselves.
Yeah.
And why was efforts being made to take 3 other children, and Mustard Seed had to intervene and say, no, this is not the arrangement. Right. That's not the protocol. Right. And when you take them, one has gone and was not returned to Mustard Seed. What was going to happen with the other 3 right. if the attempt was fully executed to take those from the hospital in Kingston?
Yeah. So you ask the question, if it is that you have a shift, You get this week on, you get that week off. Why is it that on your week off, you are reported missing to Pika?
To Pika.
Yeah. The problem with this, Tona, is that it's not a situation where something is not right. Some things are not right.
Yeah.
A whole heap of something not right, boy. That is where I'm going.
Yeah. What we'll do for you listeners, trying to make contact with Mustard Seed again to see if we could have them on in our discussion segments a little later to get some more clarity as to what exactly is going on in relation to the orphans as well as these caregivers.